Hello, entrepreneurs. You know why we look for shortcuts and why we want success instantaneously and instantly, or however you want to say it? Because we do not trust ourselves. Being consistent is one of the hardest things that ever have to do as a person. Trust me, I have friends that do not become clients because they lack the ability to stay focused and to be consistent. We're friends, but that's it. One friend I've had for a long time, and we're really close. But I have watched this person. They get up, they go down, and only the things that they can get through quickly are the things that hold their attention. Ironically enough, those things never last because still there's all of the planning that's missing, there's all of the strategy. So that person continually goes in a cycle. Every time they promise themselves, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do better, I'm going to be consistent. But for as long as I have known my friend, they have always been starting over. Always starting over, always going. And one of the things that my friend will say is, I'm not afraid to start over. I know me, I can build, I've done it so many times. One of the things I've always challenged that friend about is, why do you have to start over? You've got to figure out why you're always going back to square one, why you're always starting over. Because my friend will never stop to evaluate, they keep starting over. And it's always thinking about, is something else outside of them that they can do to move quickly and to get in success. I've seen my friend have success, get to a point, have money, have things, things flowing, and will make a bad decision because they get that way. They get there, they feel like it's easy, and so they think the next step is going to be easy. But what they don't understand is that getting to one step may be okay, but anything that you're going to really build and you're going to build on has to have a foundation. So my friend is good at a hustle, and a hustle will get that friend to a certain level. And because they got to that level without planning, they think that they can keep building that way and building without being consistent. So as soon as they start to try to build on that hustle, everything falls. It is a pattern, it is a cycle, and we fuss, we fight, we laugh, and they go, oh, you know what, you are so right. But they don't remember, it doesn't stick, and we have that conversation over and over again. All I'm telling you is that you've got to identify your pattern. Everybody has a pattern. Whatever your pattern is, you've got to identify that pattern, and you've got to stop being in love with it. One of the reasons my friend never breaks the pattern is because they always say, I am not afraid to start over. The lack of fear they equate with, I'm going to be successful. What they don't understand is that you need to have a certain amount of fear. You need to sit in your failure long enough to stop loving it, to stop liking it, and to stop doing it. And they never do that. The time span, the attention span to sit in a failure and to pull it up by the root is just not there. So what they do is they keep on going. And when they trip up into something and something seems successful, they go, see, it works. And it really doesn't work. That's why your success is minimum. I have another friend. Friends are the hardest people to convert to clients. I have another friend that knows their pattern, and they will talk to you till they're blue in the face. And they'll say, oh yeah, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And we're going to go and we're going to talk because you really helped me. And yet they will tell you every time, this is what I do. I talk about it, and eventually I do it. Well, once again, they are so in love with the way they do things. They say eventually it works, so they never change it. But yet they think they're going to spend my time to talk to me during the in-between times. I'm telling you, whatever your pattern is that stops you from being successful, if you're going to break it, you have to not be in love with it. I don't care if that's what you've always done. You've got to be willing to not do that, to sit in it and to learn. And even if you have to have somebody to coach you, One of the things as an entrepreneur you don't want to do, you do not want to reach this level and stop being teachable. Coaches matter. Like I say all the time, every goat has a coach. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. Do not fall in love with your patterns, especially when they have not produced what you desire. Bye-bye.